Welcome back to the Ironman, and we are starting this week's episode off with an unsired. I didn't record me getting it. I probably won't record me getting unsires because this bit comes after, and I'll just record this bit. 43 KC, and we got ourselves our first unsired. Well under the drop rate. It's 1 in 100. Now I'm not sure the drop rate of what to get an item out of the whatever this thing's called, the font of consumption, but I've heard that bludgeon pieces are pretty common. Obviously we're here for no specific reason. The bludgeon would be nice to complete, but I'm just here to do some sire for nice drop table and stuff like that. So any reward I will take. A free whip, you know, whatever it is. So this is the first time I've ever done this. I'm kind of excited. So here we go. We're going to put the unsired in, and we get our first piece of the bludgeon. That's sweet. 2 pieces to go, and we could have a full bludgeon on the account. I mean, it was pretty useless by now because I have an Elder Maul. Unless I plan not to flinch things like KQ, which I probably will still flinch with an Elder Maul. I feel like it could be faster than the bludgeon, I'm not sure. Less supplies used, but hey ho, there is the first piece of the bludgeon on the account. My redwood. Let's see. I forgot what redwood gives. I'm about to check the health of my redwood tree. These take like 3-4 days to grow though. 22.5k experience and 93 farming. Nice. Ready for this gamer move? Gamer. I told you, bro. A man's gamer. I'll be honest, this shit never gets old. 15k, well basically 16, like 16k per tree when you've got 3 mahoganies grown. That is just so damn nice. Well, time to get the pet, I guess. 64 KC, second unsired, what do you reckon it is? Oi!
What?
What do you reckon it is, noob?
I reckon you'll get another bludgeon piece.
Let's hope so. Let's hope it's a pet. It's another bludgeon piece. 2 out of 3. That's a joke. 64 KC, 2 out of 3. Easy game. This guy just came up to me and said, "What the fuck? I'm subbed to you, but I have no clue who the fuck you are." Oh, he doesn't know my channel name. He says, "But I know your name because I watch all your videos." What a nice fellow. Who's I just can't think of your channel name. What a nice bloke. He just said, "Good luck, beast." What a nice fellow. We have some amazing content to do. It is, of course, an Inferno axe that Fallow the Bard wants to see. Which means only one thing. We're going to go get 85 fire making. I mean, I could get 80 and boost, I think. I think you can boost fire making. I think you can boost everything in the game. I'm just going to get 85. It shouldn't take me too long, but that's what we're just going to bash out. Hopefully it won't take too long. I mean, if it starts taking long and I get bored, I probably will just boost it, because at the end of the day, with Wintertot's not fun at all. There's not that much good I can get from there that I care for other than the tome, but I don't know. We'll go see if we can do it in one go. So we've done our first 12 KC back at Wintertodt. That is just less, about an hour to be honest. We've gained 220k experience in that hour. I'm still fletching. I could get a bit more fire making experience, but at the end of the day, I still need items. And if I fletch in a standard Wintertodt world, I get 1 more roll per crate. I think maybe one of these two haven't got, because I jumped in late in games and just got 500 points. But the majority of these, I did get 750 points, so it gave me that extra roll. And the fire making difference isn't like massive. And at the end of the day, I would love to get that chance. Obviously, all these extra rolls that I could get if I've done it all the way to 99 would give me more chance of finishing everything I want from Wintertodt, so I don't have to come back for too long if I ever need an item. But here's the first 12 crates. We're probably going to do like 12 at a time, or just a certain amount at a time. I don't want to do them all at once, because if you look in my bank real quick, we only have like 50 slots, and it's going to be more than 50 KC to get to 85, I believe. I might be completely wrong in saying that, but either way, I don't want to do them all at once. It'd be interesting to do them like this. So we have no pyromancer pieces. We have a broomer torch. That is all. The main thing we want from Wintertodt is, other than the pyromancer set, which would, you know, be kind of nice to finish, is obviously the tome, and the pet wouldn't be too bad either, to be honest. The pet's quite rare. The tome's also rare. let's just open these crate by crate. Supplies are going to be half decent because of my stats. That's one thing you've got to take into consideration. So if you're a new Iron Man, don't think this is what you're going to get because it scales off of your stats. So I'll get high level food, logs, all different type of things that I'll get from it. Obviously, I'll still get shit like that, but there's more chance of me getting the high level stuff. And so far, there's nothing standing out here. Some qualm seeds. To be honest, those first 12 crates are shit. Yeah, fuck. We just got ourselves another 8 crates. I decided I'm going to do it in increments of 8, opening the crates unless I do like 3 and then I have to go somewhere and do something. I'll open them before I go. But 8 crates, I'm going to quickly bank. Well, actually, I'll just do this. We'll open them here. Hopefully, we get a Pyromancer piece. No, 71 KC without a piece. I don't know what the drop rate of it is, but I feel like that's unlucky. All I got is a Wintertodt, I believe. Only one of them. And that doesn't. I don't even know where it is. There it is. And that doesn't count as part of the Pyromancer set anyway, so that doesn't matter. If we open these 8, see if we get anything. And yeah, again, we don't. 2 Snapdragon Seeds, that's nice. Other than that, I suppose Qualms are okay, but honestly, these are really fucking bad. We're obviously doing Wintertodt right now, but I just wanted to make a quick clip just to say thank you so much for the support on the last video. It has only been 1 day, 12 hours or something, maybe 1 day a bit more, but within 24 hours of the video being published, it had 1k views. Like, that is just mad. The support on it was crazy. It's up to like 40 views, 40 plus likes right now, 1.2k views. You guys have said that you want to see some videos, and there's a lot of likes to say that you also want to see some videos that aren't necessarily progress related and just tips, tricks, and potentially guides. So I am definitely looking to do one. I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to do the first one because this week's content has slowed down a bit because there's not loads and loads of stuff to do right now. So it might be next week I do it, but the first one I'm definitely looking to do is which piece of Zenyte jewelry should you build first on an Ironman? I get a lot of people ask this, and I see a lot of people ask this in Twitch streams and whatnot. And I'm going to run over all different variables and whatnot, and what is the best piece to build first, because it is kind of nice to know, and obviously it's different for everyone. But the video is going to be kind of in depth, but it won't be too long. I'm looking to keep these videos about 10 minutes maximum. Some of them are going to be like 5-6 minute videos. It's just extra videos for you guys to watch in the week if you have nothing to watch. And another 8 crates of probably utter shit. Oh, first Pyromancer piece. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty sick crate. Renard to you, a Spirit. Okay, it's not as good as I thought, but I suppose this here alone pretty much carries it. That's a lot of farming experience, just those 2 there. I'm out of breath here, Jesus. I don't know why. A grimy toast, I suppose I can't complain. The U's nice because I have a U contract at the moment and I don't want to use my last U tree seed to mess up my bank organization. So that's kind of handy, but our first Pyromancer piece, I mean, we might as well. Actually, I'm probably going to put it in the bank until I have all of them because it looks kind of odd. That's cool. 1 piece down. Not going to show you my bank pin, but back to Wintertodt we go. I thought it was best to wear the Pyromancer top anyway because it does give me a little bit of experience in fire making and it all helps in the long run. But we're going to have 8 crates, so we can open those and see if we get another piece. My clicks are awful right now. 2 U seeds, 3 Candentine. Oh, 3 Snapdragons. That's actually pretty good. No more Pyromancer pieces, which is, it's kind of annoying not to see any. I mean, I've got 1 piece at 87. I don't know if that's unlucky, but I feel like it kind of is. But I imagine I'll get it before 99 anyway. But it would have been nice to get really lucky and finish it before 85, just so I don't have random Pyromancer pieces just sitting in my bank taking up slots. So recently I've noticed that I'm going to be running out of coal soon, which means I'm not going to be able to use any adamant bars or any myth. And I was actually talking to someone recently about it as well, and he said he was curious what it was like at Miscellanea. So shout out to you, Digital. This is what it's like. This is 2 days worth of coal. This is 10 people on coal at Miscellanea and 5 on herbs, because I might as well put the other 5 on something, and I feel like herbs, it's not great, but it's better than nothing. But this is 2 days worth of 10 people on coal. I'm kind of curious what it is because I have absolutely no idea. So if I show you real quick, there is 10 on mining, which you'll get coal. I don't know if you get any other ores, but I know coal is like the main one. And like I said, we have 5 on herb. So if I collect it, we will see what we get. I'm not expecting loads, but over a long period of time, I'm sure it will add up. But there it is. So we're looking at about 500 coal a day, which is actually not too bad at all, because gathering coal is not the most fun things, and I suppose you get it through certain PVM and whatnot, but to get coal, you're not going to want to mine it or whatnot. So this is kind of a nice way to get it. So if you guys are interested in getting fast coal, I suppose 500 a day over a couple of weeks, you'll add up quite a lot of coal that you can use on myth bars, or sorry, myth ore, adamant ore, rune ore, because you're going to be getting a hell of a lot of that if you do a lot of Zalcano now. But I'll show you this, guys, because I plan to keep my money in miscellanea, and on coal, because it will really help for the future. So I just opened my first 8 crates off camera. I thought it would be pointless me opening all of them and just continuously showing. And I thought I'd show you if I get something. And the first 8, we get a Tome of Fire, which, like, at the end of the day, at my point in the count, it's not massive. But if I ever to do raids with 3 or more people, and someone else takes Ancients when we go to Mutterdale, I can take a Tome to Ice, which is a huge upgrade. And that's just kind of satisfying to have on the account altogether. But like I said, it's not like a huge thing to have on my account at this point, but I just can't believe it's the first 8 crates that we opened off camera that I get the Tome. But hey ho, I can't complain. We just got our second piece of Pyromancer gear. It's the Pyromancer hood. We've done 121 KC. We are closing in on 85. Only 46k away from 84. I do plan to stop at 85 unless I'm maybe one Pyromancer piece away. But I think there's still the legs, the boots, and the gloves. I think there's Pyromancer boots. I can't remember, I might be wrong in saying that. But I believe there is 5 pieces. I know the gloves don't really count as a piece of warm clothing, but I would like to get the whole thing complete. And I'm not sure, but I believe you might need the gloves to put it in the house anyway. But the hood looks kind of cool. There is 2 out of 4 or 5, however many pieces are in the set. So it's been a little while since I've done a clip, and I haven't actually updated as I said I would, because I thought I'll just go for it. But we're at 300 Wintertodt KC. We've got 10 crates in that inventory, and we're 92 fire making. I got to 85, and I had 2 of the Pyromancer pieces. That obviously doesn't include the warm gloves. I had the chest and the hood, and I thought, you know what, I might as well just stay here until I can get the whole set, because I can just put it in my house and it'd be kind of satisfying. And then I got the next piece at like 86 fire making, and we haven't had the boots since, and we're at 92 fire making. Now I plan to stay there until I get it done, but for this week we're going to stop just because it's Saturday right now, and I feel like I've done absolutely nothing on this episode. So I'm going to go try and get as much content as I can in the next 2 days, so I can actually get something for this week's video. But these are the last 10 crates that we're going to do this week, and then as soon as the video goes out, I'll go straight back to Wintertodt and hopefully finish it next week. There's loads of stuff I'm going to talk about, but not in this specific clip. We're just going to open the crates. We might finish it right here, so it might be good. But like, if I was to get 3 rolls a crate on average, which I do, and with 300 KC, obviously that's 900 rolls in on the table. It's 1 in 600 to finish the set on average. But I've also done some solos, so I'm over 1,000 rolls. So technically I'm dry for it, but I don't really mind, because I'll have to come and get 99 at fire making at one point anyway. But these 10 crates we're going to open real quick. Hopefully we'll get the boots, but yeah, of course we don't. But honestly, some of the drops I'm getting from this place are pretty nice. We've got quite a few Snapdragons, a few Renars. It's nothing special, but at the same time, it's free. It's better than doing it at a lower level where I wouldn't get anything that useful. If I show you guys real quick, we'll whack this in. We've got 24 Snapdragons. We haven't got these all through this place. We're up to 13 Renars, maybe 5 or 6 Renars from here. We've got a lot of U-Seeds from here, which is kind of nice. Other than that, not too much stands out. We've got a few grimy herbs here and there, like a few Toadstools. I can't think of anything else that stands out. Maybe a bit of gold ore here and there, not too much. Myth and Addy. And obviously logs, which are pretty useless to me, to be honest with you. But we've got some stuff which is, it's free. I'm not going to complain. Probably got about 300-400k worth of cash. But that is the Wintertodt for this week. I can make the Infernal Axe. So what we're going to do, in fact, is we're going to make the Infernal Axe right now, because I forgot I can make it. And that's the whole reason I was at Wintertodt. For me now, it's just the reason I'm there is to finish the set. If we make ourselves an Infernal Axe, basically what this does, if you guys don't really know what Infernal Axe does, is it'll change the way it looks slightly. In Infernal Axe, every time you cut a tree, I think it's a 1 in 3 chance, or a 1 in certain amount chance of the log burning, and you get half the experience of that log. So you basically get passive fire making experience, but you also lose out on some logs that you're woodcutting, which doesn't bother me because the main woodcut I'm going to do is redwoods anyway. If I'd done redwoods all the way to 99, I'd have millions of redwoods, so I don't mind losing a few and getting a bit of experience on the way. I also need this to get the Master's Clue step. That's the whole reason we was Wintertodt in the first place. This has a certain amount of charges. When it gets to 0%, the axe will disappear, just like the way a whip works with a Kraken tentacle. The axe will disappear, and then we have to put a new axe with the Smouldering Stone. So we've got a Smouldering Stone forever, but it's just a shame we haven't got the boots because this set would look pretty cool together. But we're going to go back to finish it at one point. But for now, we're going to go do, I have 3 clues that I've got through AFK fishing at times. We've got a master, a medium, and an easy to do. Hopefully we can finish the master now that we've done all that fire making. But we shall soon find out. So we're doing our Tears of Guthix for the first time, and it feels like ages. It's the first time since we've had a quest cape. I need to do this more consistently, to be honest with you. I'll also show you my total experience and total level after this, because I haven't actually showed it. But Tears of Guthix, first time having the quest cape. I don't know what a good amount of tears is, but there is 12k runecrafting experience for free. I'm not going to complain at all. I should really start doing this because that would really help to get runecrafting out without me actually having to train it. As you guys can see, we are 2072 total level. I mean, you guys would have briefly seen this when I showed you I was 92 fire making. We're also a total experience of 166.4 mil. Now, we've got a hell of a lot of that just through bashing out a bit of fire making. We've got a couple of fletching levels as well, and obviously some woodcutting experience through Wintertodt as well. I've been doing fletching because I want more rolls per crate, and that way it'll guarantee me 3 rolls every game. I know I get slightly less experience now, but that's not what I care about. But as you can see, like I said, 166 mil, we're coming up to 2100 total level, which is absolutely insane. But what I'm going to quickly do now is I'm going to quickly go finish off this agility level, and whilst I'm doing it, I'm going to explain to you guys what my goals are with agility on this account. I said I would explain my goals with agility on this account when I was doing agility, but then I remembered I was going to do the clues. So here's the 2 clues. The master clue, we've done the step of the Infernal Axe, then we needed spine chaps. And I've had spine chaps, but I just haven't picked them up because I completely forgot you need them for a clue. So I've left a clue in my bank because every time I get a Dagonov task, I do DKs anyway. So I'll just wait until I get, the drop, because I feel like it'd be worth it, and it'll, remind me to always keep the spine chaps. If I drop out, I might just completely forget. But anyway, other than that, we'll quickly bank what we have other than 2 caskets, I guess. We have an easy and a medium, nothing special. Obviously, we could get another pair of ranger boots, but we're just looking for uniques. Here is the easy, and yep, that was absolute rubbish. And to be honest, the medium was worse, but and I suppose the value isn't worse, but at the same time, like, wait, is it? Oh no, this was the easy. Oh, okay, I've done it backwards. Well, we've done the easy and the medium regardless. For some reason, I get the colors mixed up, but both clues were shit either way. Alright, you guys get the joys of watching me do agility whilst I explain just some goals on this account that I haven't even spoke about before. So pretty much no one knows. A couple of people I've spoke to it about, so they will know. But I've never actually said this in a video, so it's completely new to you guys. And to be honest, it was never on the agenda until probably about a few weeks ago to actually start it. But I've always thought about it, and I've always wanted it to be a goal on the account. But ever since a couple of weeks ago, I thought this is what is going to happen. Now, that is with agility. Now, there's another skill that's also in the mix, which is runecrafting, but I'll talk about that after. Now, basically, with agility, obviously, agility is a horrible 99 to do. A lot of people don't like it. There's some people that don't mind agility. I mean, it can be fairly AFK once you get to the Ardy course, to be honest. It's pretty chill. You can watch, any sort of series or videos and stuff like that whilst you're doing it. But if you have nothing in the background, agility, I imagine, can be pretty mind-numbing and extremely long because it feels like you're doing so much for so little reward, experience-wise. But what I'm looking to do, obviously, I want to max this account at one point. I've got a lot of goals before maxing. I don't know if I'm going to stick with all of them. Like, one of them, for example, is an Inferno cape. But at the same time, I've never done the Inferno, so I know it's going to be something that... It's definitely going to be demotivating. There's no way about it. I've never done it, so I can't 100% say if I can do it, but I believe I do have the skills to be able to get myself an Inferno cape, and I'm definitely going to try my hardest and grind towards it. But at the same time, I said I wanted it before max, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to. I feel like it could be something that could be a good goal after max, maybe, but I don't know. We're not 100% sure how we're going to go about it yet, but it's definitely something. But what I'm talking about, if you guys haven't got the idea, is maxing the account. Now, I'm not looking to rush to max the account. But obviously to max the account, I'm going to need agility, I'm going to need runecrafting. And agility is first on my list to get the 99. Now, I'm not going to be absolutely smashing out the 99 because I could go do it, but I would have to delay content so much, and I just don't feel like it's worth it, because I won't be able to get videos out if I'm just continuously doing this. I could do like guides and whatnot, but I would get no progress videos out, which is what you guys seem to enjoy. So I'm not just going to straight up smash out agility, but my plan is to have 99 agility by the end of this year. I'm currently 80. Now over the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to get to 90. Then after that, I'm going to work on getting 99 by the end of the year. Now, obviously, that's quite a big goal in itself. It's a lot of hours of agility, but it'd be very rewarding, because the reason I want to do this is when I get to the part of, you know, I want to max now, I can go find my max cape. I don't want to have to sit there and think, shit, I still need to do agility, because agility is not fun to do. If I do it over a span of doing loads of other things on my account through the PVM and whatnot, by the time I get to max, or trying to max, I will pretty much have the skills that are horrible to do out the way. And that's where runecrafting comes in. After I have 99 agility, I'm going to set a goal on when I want runecrafting to be 99. Now obviously runecrafting is slightly longer than agility because the experience rates aren't as good, especially considering I plan to do blood runes. But I would probably set a goal of maybe halfway through next year, maybe a bit further, to get 99 runecrafting, because like I said, there's a lot of PVM goals I would like to get before maxing anyway. I don't just want to rush max, that's not a massive interest of mine, but I do want to max the account, and once those two skills are out of the way, I definitely feel like it'll be easier for me to max and want to go for the max grind. Mining won't be too bad, honestly. It's a horrible skill, but I won't mind it anywhere near as much as agility and runecrafting. It's more click intensive, but the experience rates are definitely better than that of runecrafting and agility. So for now, we're going to go for 90 agility within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We need 88 if I want to do Hydra with the shortcut anyway, which was my plan, so it doesn't matter too much. Then after that, 99 by the end of the year. So 99 agility won't be the next 99, but it will definitely be one of the most satisfying 99s on the account. So we're trying to get some content, and I was sitting there thinking, I've done Sire. We've currently got an Abyssal Demon task, 104 left. I've done quite a bit of Sire on this task, but if I was to do the rest of it, I think I'd begin to think Sire takes so long, and it would put me off in the future. Like, I enjoy Sire, but to do a whole task I think is probably, you know, a no-go, because you will probably, you know, burn out quite quick doing that, I can imagine. But we've got two bludgeon pieces, and if I quickly show you my Sire log, that's not what we want, that's the boss log. The collection log, we go down to, in fact, Abyssal Sire's the first one. As you can see, we're up to 97 KC. We've been pretty lucky so far, 2 on side, and we're both of them are bludgeon pieces. I would actually prefer to get one of these 3 items, to be honest with you. The bludgeon's nice, but it's more common, and obviously once I get an on side, I would rather get the more rare drops, because a bludgeon isn't that important to me. It's mainly for collection, because I've got an Eldermore and I can do different methods where crush weapons are used. Obviously the bludgeon gives me some use, like maybe on gargoyle tasks, or if I don't want to flinch KQ. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to go do some normal Slayer, hopefully get some good tasks. We might even get lucky enough to get a Kriara task. I have unlocked them, and I haven't had one since. I haven't done many Slayer tasks since. I've mainly done like maybe 2 or 3, and it's mainly Sire that I've been doing. So we're going to go finish this task off with normal Abbey Demons, and then after that, we're going to see if we can get some good Slayer tasks. Coming back to Abyssal Demons was clearly a good choice. We had 104 when I started, I think, or something like that. We're now down to 89, and 1 or 2 kills ago, we got ourselves another Abyssal Whip to add to the collection. I've never really spoke about this before in a clip, but you guys will often see me doing Slayer tasks in the Slayer Tower that can also be done in the Catacombs of Kurend. There's actually a reason I do this. If you guys don't already know, the higher level of Mauritania diary you have, the more bonus experience you get here. And with my current hard diary, you get 7.5% more experience for killing monsters in the Slayer Tower in Mauritania, which is obviously where I'm doing this task. Now, there's things like Abyssal Demons, that their drop table is pretty much, I think it's actually identical in the Catacombs as to here. There might be slight differences, but nothing too major. I mean, the main thing they drop is a whip. That's the main thing you care about, and the ensouled heads. Obviously, in the Catacombs, you can get ancient shards, and you can get the totem. But the reason I'm doing them here is because at the moment, obviously, Slayer experience is kind of priority, and it always has been. Once I get to 95, there's nothing else that I unlock other than that. After that, sorry, other than the 99 Slayer cape, which isn't like a big interest of mine. Like, it doesn't give me anything that I really want. Doesn't unlock a new item or whatever. It's just the cape, you know. It's just a 99 cape, which is kind of cool. So what I plan to do, and if I remember to actually do this, I'll probably just out of habit come here. I do plan to go do more tasks in the catacombs, definitely. Well, I 100% want to, it's just whether or not I remember to after I reach 95 Slayer. That way I can stack up more totems and more ancient shards for things like Krill in the future. But I want to do more Krill and also doing Skatiza. I've already got a lot of totems as it is. Obviously, the more the better. We get to do more clues. We get more chances of getting potentially an uncut onyx or the jar of, I forgot, darkness I think it is, which is obviously really rare. And obviously he has just a really good drop table anyway. So in the future I definitely plan to do more in the catacombs. But if you guys have always wondered why I do tasks here, it is because of the 7.5% bonus experience. And it all adds up over a lot of tasks considering I do the majority of my tasks here. Just completed our Cuirass task, and I haven't actually mentioned this since the Prifddinas cave or dungeon has been out, I don't believe. But there's now certain monsters in the Prifddinas dungeon I will show you real quick. And some of them, it's probably not worth doing it there. But if we go into Prifddinas, the dungeon down here, there's other entrances to it, I believe, as well. But actually, I might be lying as that. I think this might be the only entrance. But there's certain monsters in there, like Moss Giants, Necreals, Water Fiends. But the main ones for me are Necreal, Dark Beast, and Cuirass. Now, Bloodvelds, they're not the ones like in Kurendon on the mutated Bloodvelds, whatever those ones are called. The Necreals are the same as the ones in the Slayer Tower, so you'd get all the seed drops, but you wouldn't get the extra Slayer experience, but you do have a chance of getting crystal shards. Dark Beasts are the same pretty much everywhere, I believe, and same as Cuirass. So if you ever get a Dark Beast or a Cuirass task, honestly, or maybe even Water Fiends, it's honestly worth doing it here. Because the drop table's the same, but you also get an extra chance of getting Crystal Shard. Now I had like 130, maybe 140 of these Cuirasks, and I got 6 Crystal Shards. Obviously it's not much, but there's no reason for me to do it in Relica if I can just do it here and get an extra item on the table that's kind of nice to get. I just thought I'd put that information out there. Also, I think I've spoke about it before, but if you guys are ever doing Cuirass tasks and you've got lava runes, even if you haven't, you can just take fire and earth, 1 extra inventory slot. You can just take bones to peaches as well as high alchemy, and it's really nice because you don't have to worry about banking ever, because if you get low on food, pick up the bones of all the Cuirass you've killed and just get an inventory of peaches for pretty much unlimited food. But our next task is Greater Demons. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to do Krill, but at the moment there's nothing I can get from Krill that I actually want. I'll have a think about it. If not, I'll probably just do the normal ones you guys will probably see in the next few clips. Just finished off that hard casket that we got from Cuirass. Actually, I believe we got it from Gargoyles. I just completely forgot to do it. Now, I've decided I'm going to do a couple trips of Krill. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole task there. I can't find my clue casket. But I plan to do a couple trips just to see what Krill's like. Because, well, I've always enjoyed Krill. But at the moment, I feel like it might just be a waste of time going for Krill, when I could just work on other things that would probably be better for my account. But like I said, I want to do a couple of trips and just see if I enjoy it. If it goes really, really well and I'm having a lot of fun, I probably will just do most of the tasks there. But other than that, here's the hard casket. See if we get anything good. We get ourselves another magic short bow and another magic longbow. The main thing I'm looking for from caskets now is, I don't know what, I think you can get it from the majority of caskets, but I want ornament kits from clues. That'd be very nice. But other than that, most stuff, I don't think it's anything specific. Obviously all uniques. But if I was to say something specific, it definitely would be ornament kits. So I've collected my miscellanea once this week after 2 days just to test what coal was like. I believe it's been 4 days since, because I've done it near the start of the week. And if I collect this, like I said, if I show you guys real quick, if we go to resource allocation, we've got it on 10 mining and 5 herb. The herb is because I don't know what else to put it on that's actually useful, because I don't need any hardwood, I don't need any trees. I don't need seeds, and I definitely don't need food, so you know, I might as well just put on herbs, extra herbs. If we collect it from, like I said, I believe this is 4 days, I might be wrong in saying that, but that is 2100 coal. So like I said before, it's an average of about 500 coal a day at miscellaneous, so it's definitely worth it in the long run, because you're going to need loads of coal on an iron if you plan to smith all of your adamant, all of your runite, all of your mithril. We're going to deposit another 2 million here, because at the moment I'm making quite a bit of cash through Slayer, so I don't really need cash on me. I've still got alcohols in the bank too. But I just thought I'd show that before we end the episode. I'm going to go do a quick couple of other things, and then I want to end the episode off just by showing you guys what we've achieved this week. I know the episode's been quite short, but we've actually achieved a lot more than I thought, and obviously some of that's in my inventory right now. This is where we're going to end the episode. This episode has been a bit shorter. It feels like there isn't as much content in it compared to others, which is kind of obvious because Some weeks are going to be a lot less content, and recently I've had so much content to be able to do. At the moment I've got a lot of content to do, but it's this week because I've been focusing on getting the Pyromancer set. It's definitely been a lot slower, but still we have actually achieved quite a bit at the same time, and that is pretty much stuff in my inventory as well as in my hand. Of course, we got ourselves the Infernal axe. We did actually get to 92 fire making, so we made some decent gains with that. I don't really care for the levels too much. It's mainly the items that I wanted from it, which is of course 85 fire making to be able to make my Infernal axe, and then I wanted the tome, but I didn't expect to get it, but we did get it, so that is very nice to now have the Tome of Fire on the account. Got a few different uses. It's very nice for utility, for alking, but other than that, the main place it will be used is raids. I can use it on Ice Demon when I'm not the person with the Ancient Spellbook, so it will definitely be something that I potentially use at raids in the future if we have enough people in the raid. Other than that, we did get ourselves 2 pieces of the Bludgeon. Acacia Sire is currently sitting at 97. I did say earlier I didn't want to do full tasks at Sire. I just want to do parts of tasks, so I'll go back there and finish the Bludgeon at one point. Other than that, we got 4 of the 5 pieces of Pyromancer. Technically, this is the only 3 pieces of Pyromancer, and this is just an extra, but I believe this is needed to put it in the house anyway. If it isn't, I'll just drop them, but regardless, I would like the full 5 piece of, I guess, Pyromancer, even though it's only 4 pieces. Other than that, we've done our step for the Infernal axe. I said I'm going to keep this clue in my bank. It's actually a spine chap clue. Now, I can do everything here other than the spine chaps. I think I've seen them drop multiple times, but I didn't realize it was a clue step item, so I've just left them on the floor. So I'm just leaving this clue in the bank until we get a Dagonov task, and hopefully getting them during DKs. It only drops from one of them, I believe it's Supreme, so hopefully we get it fairly quickly, but to be honest, I don't mind leaving the clue in the bank for a while because it'll just remind me to get that step done, and I'll never have to drop this step in the future. Other than that, I do actually have the Marks of Grace in my inventory. The reason I've got these here is because I've talked to you guys about my idea of getting 99 agility by the end of the year. Now, of course, obviously I'm still going through with that, but 90 agility is my goal over the next 2 to 3 weeks alone. Now, I'm not really going to show you guys too many updates on this. Maybe if I get 85, and then maybe, well, not maybe, but once I reach 90, I'll definitely show you. But this is the Marks of Grace that we started on. If you guys remember this by the time I get to 90 agility, which will probably be in a few videos time, then props to you. We'll start with 15 Marks of Grace. I'm not going to turn any of them in until we get all the way to 90 agility, and then see how many we get from there. Then after that, I'm probably just going to keep all marks until 99. But that's where we're going to end the video. I feel like I said, the video is shorter, but we still achieved a fairly decent amount. These 3 items here alone are big items on the account, in my opinion. I mean, the tome's not too great, but it's still nice to have. It's quite rare. And of course, the Infernal axe is always nice to have because we can do the Master Clue step and get a bit of fire making experience on the way to 99 woodcutting. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. This week, I'm not guaranteed to get a progress video out depending on how I do agility. But if I don't do a progress video, there is going to be a video to replace it. The first, I don't know what to call it. It's almost like a guide / tips video. The first video that isn't a progress video on this account, also on this channel, it's going to come out this week. And that is actually going to be which piece of Zenyte jewelry should you build first on your account if you're an Ironman. Obviously, if you're a main, you can buy them. But there's 4 pieces of Zenyte. You've got the Torture, the Anguish, Tormented, and Suffering. There's a lot to go into it, but I will say which is best DPS increase, what's better for, depending on what you're doing in your account. And there's obviously loads and loads of variables, but I do look forward to it. And other than that, I've got potentially a beginner Zora guide for Ironman and stuff like that. So if you don't see a progress video, you'll see 2 videos that are guide related this week. Other than that, you'll see the Zenyte and a progress video as normal. If you guys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash the like button. It really helps the analytics, helps me get on recommended channels. And all I'm going to say is thank you so much for the support on the last video. It's absolutely mad. We're up to 2k views at the moment. We're 20 subs, or maybe I think it's 19 now subs away from 1,000 subs, which is amazing. So if you smash that subscribe button, it will really help. And last but not least, if you want to see more like this, drop a comment down below what you like in the episode, what you don't like, so I can always improve. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. PS, I said I would stop doing loads of clips and try shorten them down and explain loads of stuff in episodes, but for this episode we definitely had trouble getting content because fire making really put us back. So I thought it was a really good episode to explain all my account goals. That's why there's a lot of talking in this one and explaining exactly how I want to go about things, because I know a lot of people are interested in how I do my account and how I plan it, so I thought it would be a good episode to put it in.